Okay, so this is a TV show based off the movie The Outsiders. Now, I'm going to get into this, but let me tell you, I'm CJ Miller. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Come check us out. Now, I loved the movie, loved the book. Um, I read the book way after I saw the movie, but um, I just really can't do this TV show because, like, look at these people. They don't look like greasers. They look like 90210 rejects or something. I don't know. Hang on. So, anyway, at the very beginning of this first pilot, they kill off the character of Dallas, who was a pivotal character in the movie. At this point, I decided to rate this a big N for no, not gonna watch it. Uh, in the movie, Dallas was portrayed by Matt Dillon, this at the height of his career. Uh, like he'd been riding the wave of Bad Boy for a while. He was in a movie called, I don't know that movie. I think it was called Little Darlings. I think with Tatum O'Neal and Christy McNichol, and they were like bad girls at a summer camp or something like that, uh, or whatever. I don't quite remember. Then I remember he was in a movie, My Bodyguard, where he bullied around Chris Makepeace, and then at the end he got his ass handed to him. Uh, and then yeah, I don't know. He was in Tex, which was another Hinton novel. So I think it's about the same author who wrote The Outsiders, and they did it. So yeah, Drugstore Cowboy. He kind of had a fading out. The last movie I saw him in at the movie theater was one called The Flamingo Kid, where he was kind of like prepped up a little bit. He was still not rich, but he was like, you know, middle class trying to uh, date a rich girl, and he was impressed. And I remember there's a scene he's in the bathroom and he's still in like the little tiny soaps, and then he overhears the dad's father. He's probably in the bathroom stealing soap, you know. So he puts the soap back. It was so funny, but yeah. Well, so I went to see that movie with the friend, a next door neighbor. She drove. I wasn't driving yet, but yeah, it wasn't a date. We were just like friends, you know. We had this whole little clique in our neighborhood, our little apartment complex where we lived in. And we were like kids, and we looked after each other. And the movies that we saw were these movies about uh, kids having to take care of themselves. And in a way, we felt that because our parents worked and were away all the time during the daytime, and we saw them a little bit at night and a little bit in the morning. But then for the most of the day, we were on our own, especially during the summer. Now, I know that we say in Gen X we were the first ones that had to parent ourselves. That's not exactly true. The generation before us, the baby boomers, uh, they were often, especially at the beginning of that, like my parents technically were born before the 1950s. I mean, they were, you know, uh, born in the 40s. I think my dad was born in the latter part of the 30s. Uh, so what I think is, because I'm the youngest of the thing, but they, my mother was one of six children. My father is one of uh, 12 siblings and half siblings, and from his stepfather, there are even some step children that were brought into it. So with that many children, even if you do have a parent at home, you're not getting one-on-one attention, and you are getting shoved outside. Go outside, run around, play, take care, so there is a lot of children taking care of themselves. So we oh my god, the generation X was the first generation that had to basically give themselves morals. Well, at least we had a TV to give us that. Have you seen the TVs, the programs that these people watched when they were growing up? The parents coming up behind me, not very. Yeah. Um, yeah. Anyway, nothing to brag about, you know. Uh, okay, so um, I did decide to give this an N for no, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not. I don't really care about it. The look of it looks like a 90210 rejects. Now this particular aesthetic in TV is going in the 90s. I bring all the way back to 21 Jump Street, where they took sleek looking young adults, put them in a high school so they could go kind of undercover and narc on kids, adolescents, see, who were not even adults. So, whatever, you know. Uh, and I guess later on, maybe in later seasons, they kind of drop that because maybe they could pull off looking young uh, throughout some of those first episodes. But after that, even Johnny Depp, the babyface of the crew, started to look a little bit aged out of looking like a high school student. So yeah, the brother Peter DeLuise looked nothing like Johnny Depp. The bad casting on that, and he didn't look at all like he belonged in a high school. Uh, so anyway, uh, but that started the hyper glamour thing where you know kids had sleek hairstyles and fancy clothes that looked like they came out of department store mannequins, that kind of stuff. And it's like that just wasn't the reality for most people. Uh, in 1991, I got into cosmetology, and of course, yes, uh, style became an important part of my identity at that time, I should say. But it's more of a hair thing. I still didn't wear like great clothes. Later on, I did. When I could afford to have a better wardrobe, I really really pulled it together. But this is not the Outsiders movie. This aesthetic, you can see where the influence is there, but only traces of it. And no, I'm just not like I can't really do this. So it gets a big N for no, I'm not going to watch it. Okay. If you watched The Outsiders 1990, 13 episodes, let me know what you think. Because other than that, I'm not going to know. Because I'm not really going to care to watch it. Love and light, peace. You see, before I sign off, I wanted to be one of these guys. I wanted to be an outsider. I wanted to be Jim Stark, the James Dean character from Rebel. I wanted to be. I ended up being more of a Sal Mineo. But yeah, this was a big. We watched a lot of these movies. Grease 2. Uh, you know. The Outsiders, Happy Days was a big thing. The Fonz was a huge character. So these are the things that we wanted to be, and this show here does not do it justice. And to kill off its main, killing off Dallas is like killing off the Fonz on Happy Days. So with that, love and light, ciao Bella.